Hello, everyone, and good morning. Thank you for joining our webinar today. The aim for this session is to share details about our upcoming Spring Accelerator program that is going to be focusing on the construction sector. So we will walk you through the challenge areas, program partners that we have, the opportunities of the Accelerator program for your startup, and in general, how we plan on accelerating the digitalization of an industry that is valued at over $110 billion in the UK. And of course, we will also be answering all your questions at the end, so feel free to share your questions through the chat box at any time. So before we go into the details, to do a bit of an introduction, I'm Hilina, 5G Accelerator Manager, working for Wire UK. I'm involved in the program design and delivery for Spring. And today I am joined by Iván, Global IT Manager from Ferrovial. Iván, if you want to do a bit of an introduction.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, Hilina. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. My name is Iván Fernández, and I have been working in the Ferrovial construction business for the last 10 years in the UK. Recently, I have moved to Spain to assume the global IT manager role for the business. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for the great introduction, Hilina. And yeah, nice to see all the attention that is getting the 5G in this sector. Hopefully, we can make something big out of today.
Most definitely. Thank you, Iván. So for the Spring Accelerator, we have partnered with the infrastructure giant Ferrovial to design a program that supports innovative commercial applications of 5G in the construction sector. And the program is very unique in that it is bringing organizations of all sizes together. We are bringing in startups and scale-ups to jointly innovate with well-established organizations such as Ferrovial and Transport for West Midlands to build a safe and efficient future of the construction sector. And in the next couple of days, we also expect to announce more challenge owners that are interested to work with startups. And as we go to the next slide, Iván, if you want to talk a bit about Ferrovial.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm sure all of you have done your research. You are highly appreciated professionals, and one of the first things that you do when you're trying to get some business is do some research, right? So let's try to make your life a little bit easy, and I will give you a bit of introduction of Ferrovial if you haven't done so already. So Ferrovial is a leading global infrastructure operator. We are committed to develop sustainable solutions, and as you can see on the presentation, we are a member of different sustainable index like the FTSE4Good and the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. All our operations are conducted in compliance with the principles of the UN Global Compact, which is the company being adopted from 2002. Our revenues has reached 6 billion euros. With the primary markets being the US, Canada, in the UK, of course, Spain, and Poland. We are also exploring other opportunities to generate value in other markets, and we are now present in Chile, Colombia, and Peru. For those of you that you haven't done your homework, some of our main assets might be well known for some of you. We have assets like the 407 ETR. It's a very big highway in Toronto. Heathrow Airport, some of you might heard about that one. We are the main shareholder in Heathrow. And also we manage a portfolio of with dynamic tooling in the US. That is a technology that we have developed in-house with our highway division. Talking about the UK, we have been established in UK and Ireland since 2003. And Ferrovial Construction has completed several high-profile transport infrastructure projects. Heathrow Terminal 2 was a joint venture between Ferrovial and Langer Rook. Crossrail, the West Running Tunnels, and the Farringdon Station is a Ferrovial job as well in there. Hopefully we can see that running fairly soon, that Elizabeth line that we all want to see. And also right now we are working in schemes like HS2, Northern Line extension at Battersea, and also the Thames Tideway Tunnel. So big, massive civil engineer projects that bring value to the society as a whole. Let's move forward to the next one. Thank you, Hilina. So what is our vision? The vision and values of Ferrovial has evolved, adapting to the times, obviously, and to the culture of the various organizations within the group. Our vision is built in 3 pillars. First, we are committed to the highest level of safety, operational excellence, and innovation. Without looking after our staff, without looking after our construction sites, we are nothing. We want to create a better future through the development and operation of sustainable infrastructures and cities. Okay, our main aim is to make lives easier from transport infrastructure and different services for the cities that we are partnering with. And finally, we want to create value for the society. As I said, not only just for our clients, but also as a global multinational company, we need to look after our clients, investors, and employees. Okay, as you can see on the presentation, we have a global presence, and those on the right is some of our and just as a very high remark, the UK is the only market where all of our main divisions has presence. Okay. Of course, we are going to share the deck of slides later on, so you will get a little bit more of insight on that one. Thank you. So what is Ferrovial doing for 5G? Okay, and what is our role? So Ferrovial is exploring the 5G potential to leverage its different business lines. Okay, in the construction area, we are currently deploying a 5G standalone private network in one of our flagship construction sites. This network is going to be one of the first of its kind in Europe, and it will work as innovation testbed for different use cases. Okay, in the construction industry, I think we are going to be one of the first ones, if not the first one, to have a full functioning 5G infrastructure in a construction site. There have been some other models proved in industrial environments, but in construction, we hope to be the one. So what do we want to achieve? We want to enhance and enable new worksite communication and automation use cases. We want to understand the potential of 5G in the construction sector, and in relation to IoT applications, I think there is great potential in there. We want also to identify new business models and opportunities for infrastructure companies related to 5G networks. We think this is the future. We want to be at the peak, and the first wave, at the front line of the innovation, and this is just one proof of that. So, talking about the company and the innovation in Ferrovial, what is important for us, and also it will not be a good presentation from Ferrovial if we don't quote our chairman. as he once said, the arrogance born of success is the cause of the failure of large companies. And this is something that we keep in our blood, in the Ferrovial business as a whole. We always want to be, and as I said, we are always looking for doing things differently to improve the quality of our services and to bring more value for our customers, that most of the times is the cities that we live in. And also another thing that from the innovation department is also they are well aware of. We all have smart people in our enterprises, but we don't have all the smart people. So we are always looking for partnerships. Okay, we face challenges through the innovation, and we want to get the best on board. Okay. You can see Ferrovial in the open innovation ecosystem in this slide. Our open innovation system is made of startups and other actors that make up the startup community, such as venture capitalists, accelerators, large corporations, public bodies, universities, research centers. We are always looking to improve, increase, and strengthen this ecosystem. So why don't add yourselves to the list? Okay, just as a quick remark, it has been in the news recently. We have renewed our agreement with the MIT. Probably you have heard about that one as well. You know, the cradle of a lot of the innovation in the systems and in the IT field in the last decades, let's say. So, you know, it's a great opportunity for startups to accelerate the innovation process with disruptive technologies and business models that, due to the high level of risk and is a much difficult way to develop within the limitations of a big company as Ferrovial. So we are always looking for these kind of partnerships. For these reasons, we collaborate with the most brilliant entrepreneurs to connect them to the organization and accelerate the innovation process. We are opening to piloting the technologies and business model of startups in our infrastructure and test their validity in a real-world setting. We provide the startups with a sandbox style open infrastructure in order to test technological developments and business models.
Lovely. Thank you, Iván. So now to do a bit of an introduction about Spring. Spring is UK's first 5G commercial application accelerator that is based in the West Midlands. It is a 5G open innovation accelerator that connects tech disruptors with corporates to generate joint 5G business opportunities. The program works with startups, enterprises, sector experts, and tech providers to help us transform the way we live and do business by leveraging 5G capabilities. We have 3 accelerator facilities at Spring. One is based in Coventry, where this program is run from, and the other 2 locations are in Wolverhampton and in Birmingham. To talk a bit about the Consortium Partners and the delivery of Spring. Spring is delivered by 5 Consortium Partners that is made up of Telefonica O2, Deloitte, Wira, Digital Catapult, and West Midlands 5G. And the program is also supported by DCMS and LEP. And this gives a unique opportunity for startups to tap into the network and specialization of all the consortium members.
But it's not to like here.
Yes. And to talk a bit about Wira, Wira is in fact Telefonica's corporate accelerator and the largest open innovation hub globally. We have a presence in 10 different countries. And as Wira, we are an open ecosystem that allows our tech partners, our large corporate partners, governments, and investors to work closely with our hubs around the world. To just give you an idea about who Wira is globally. We as Wira have around 530 active startups in our portfolios. We have over 130 startups that are currently working with Telefonica. We have invested around 169 million euros as Wira and Telefonica, and our startups have raised over 1.9 billion euros from third-party investors throughout the years. Looking at Wira UK, we have accelerated over 300 startups so far, and we've invested in over 200 of them, including startups that are operating in the construction sector, such as Mobilis Labs and Evercam. And our portfolio of startups now have a combined value of over $1 billion, and they've had around 149 trials or contracts with Telefonica, generating our startups around $20 million in revenue. So in terms of our program structure, we kick off our program with a welcome week, where we do objective and key result settings with our startups and our cohort to help us understand what your needs are and to help us deliver a tailored program. And this is also the week that we introduce you to all key stakeholders in the program. And also at the end of the program, we host a demo day where we try to open doors to as many relevant clients and investors as possible. When it comes to business and tech workshops, we will be delivering multiple workshops and master classes that can help you scale your business using 5G. Some of our master classes are around a value prop, IP, growth strategy, pricing, pitch reviews, and so much more. It really depends on what we've identified that you need support on during our one-to-one working sessions during the OKR setting process. When it comes to business development, beyond helping you identify business opportunities with our challenge owners, like Ferrovial for a potential POC, we can help you identify business opportunities with Telefonica and other corporates in our network. We will try and understand your business development goals during our one-to-one sessions and host a Telefonica and Deloitte account team pitch day so that we will be able to push your business further within our network. When it comes to technology, you'll be supported by world-class 5G technologists that will help you build your 5G roadmap and also help you in configuring the testbed for your product. In terms of giving you access to our investor network, you can tap into our network of investors, and we will also make introductions to help you raise funds and also help you develop a fundraising strategy. Throughout the program, we would also be hosting various events. Some of the notable events are the fortnightly business and tech roundtable sessions. We will have founder success stories. We'll host the mentor mission event that aims to match you with the right mentor to help you during your growth and build your growth strategy. And we will also be, as mentioned before, be hosting Deloitte and Telefonica Pitch Day and various other ecosystem events. When it comes to program delivery, we are going to deliver the program 3 days a week. So we ask a commitment for 3 days per week from you. We plan on delivering the program from Tuesday to Thursday for a period of 12 weeks. And we also plan on running the program as a hybrid of a virtual and physical, virtual and physical delivery. We hope to be hosting most of the master classes and one-to-one sessions virtually. However, we hope that we'll be able to have you physically at our test bed when it comes to accessing the 5G test bed that we have at our Coventry facility.
Hopefully the situation get better soon and we can all put some faces.
Yes, hopefully. But if not, it is also possible to actually access our test bed through a VPN. But we hope that we'll be able to do it physically, as that would add more value to our startups.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I'm going to try to highlight the USP of the program for startups. So to just go through it quickly, you'll have access to our investor network and Wara's acceleration service, community, and perks. And one of the main benefits of the program, as highlighted before, is BD support, potentially securing POC with challenge owners, and also startups will have access to Consortium network that can facilitate introductions. You will also have access to a 5G private network and 5G experts to help you build your 5G roadmap. You'd also be able to access £100,000 worth of consultancy service from Deloitte. And last but not least, access to our Coventry Accelerator facility as part of this program. And off to you, Iván, to cover the innovation challenge.
Exactly. Thank you so much for your introduction and for this scheme. I wish I could have a startup myself now. So what are the innovation challenges that we are proposing for this program? The first one, health and safety and security. They are key at Ferrovial and they are key in the business. In a complex, large-scale building site, it is critical to set up and secure access control and operation monitoring system with real-time response and to minimize health and safety risks. We realize that 5G is a great thing to leverage in this very low latency. So we are thinking about a system to pre-detect some risk in order to bring value and bring a situation where we can predict what kind of risks are going to be in a construction site. Of course, it's not a very close environment. There's things moving, there's people, there's heavy machinery. So, 5G, we think that it's going to be the disruptive mechanism that will allow us to go to the next stage. So Ferrovial is looking for innovators to leverage the capabilities of 5G in the following use cases: flexible perimeter control and access monitoring for workers and vehicles, and real-time operational tracking and warning system to ensure workers safely. Currently, different solutions are including CCTV, sensors, wearables, as well as manual certification, but the turnaround is not in real time, and the system cannot be moved easily from one side to the other. As you know, a construction site is a very dynamic environment, so we need to ensure that we have the best, but also that we are able to move it when the time comes back. We think that the deployment of 5G on our site is paramount to achieve this and achieve those savings in cost, obviously, and increase on the program. Sorry, or bring all the program forward by enabling these kind of solutions move at the same time as the construction move. So real-time monitoring responses enabled by 5G. We are talking about check workers that have the correct authorization and PPE to work on the watch site, including entrance, high-risk areas. In Ferrovial, we are specializing in tunneling. As you can imagine, probably getting into the tunneling environment is a high-risk area, so we need to check that everybody has the right training courses and obviously the right inductions for the day and for the site. We also want to operate specific machinery. We want to check vehicles and delivery trucks that are correct, that they have the correct authorization and before they enter in the site and following the designated routes. Situation, as I said, in a construction site change on a regular basis. I wouldn't say daily, it could be on an hour basis. So having visibility about what is coming to site, when is coming to site, and where is going to be way before they come to us, that is key to bring safety to our staff and to our partners. And finally, but not least, ensure the workers safe distance to machinery in real time in order to avoid near misses. Okay. Where the next challenge is the logistics and site operation. In this one, we are looking to optimize and the efficiency and accuracy through the following use cases: the wayfinding, the optimization of tracking, management, and distribution of construction materials arriving at sites, worker assistance, so augmented reality for remote site simulation and daily briefing, and mobility, automatic and autonomous vehicles for operations. We are all aware about the autonomous vehicles and transport for the public, but also we are getting into a very near future that we can operate heavy machinery or cranes with a remote location. For example, London City Airport for a long time already is operating a remote control tower. Okay, so why don't we can aim for something like that? Okay, so the proposed solutions could leverage in augmented reality, computer vision, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and robotics. So all of that should allow us to for a seamless journey through the booking to delivery of construction materials to the site with real-time monitoring and adaptability. We are also looking at allowing visual simulation and verification during the different phases of the project, from planning, progress meetings, reviews, and try to avoid some clashes with different workers, and position the different infrastructure elements, such as roads or tunnels. We want to provide wayfinding and enable enhanced proximity-based content, and enable immersive point of work briefing to customers and increase workers' engagement. Really, 5G is such an open environment that anything that you can come back with, it will be much more of something that we will look into. It's such an interesting field. We have so many things in our minds that we want to put into actions, and I think this scheme and the collaboration with Wire and this program, it will get the best value. First of all, for you, obviously, but also for a real environment in the real world and construction. We typically, construction is one of those sectors that might have a slower adoption of new technology. We want to change that, and Ferrovial is very proud to sponsor this kind of schemes, and put also that says we put our mouth as well where the presentations are. This is not just something empty. We have a 5G testbed environment waiting for you guys, and entrepreneurs, women and male, obviously, to provide us with your solutions, and we are waiting for you to test them. So back to you.
Thank you, Iván. That was well put together. Definitely an exciting future is waiting.
Absolutely.
So just to give a quick summary about the application timeline, there are two routes to apply to our construction accelerator. The first route is through our 2-week incubator program. We will help you build your 5G business case and help you with your tech development plan. And so by the end of the program, you'll be able to pitch to us and also the challenge owners for a chance to secure a place at the Accelerator program. Application is now open and will close on May 7, and the program will run between May 10 and May 21. And the other route is through directly applying to the Accelerator program. Application is now open and will close on May 14. However, we advise startups to apply as early as possible because we are reviewing applications on the go. We have scheduled assessment day to be June 1 and the program to start on July 5. To cover a bit about the assessment day, on the Accelerator assessment day, you'll get the opportunity to do a 3-minute pitch to the Spring team and also to challenge owners. And we recommend that you cover these main areas in your presentation. And one thing that I would like to highlight is that to make the most out of our program, we ask that startups have a product that they can bring to the test bed. If you don't have a product right now, we advise you to apply to the incubator program so that we can help you build your 5G business case, and then try to see how we can help you secure a spot for the Accelerator program. So now it's time for some questions. Please feel free to ask your questions through the chat box. I can't really see the questions right now. I'll have to adjust my screen, but yeah, feel free to ask away.
Absolutely. Now the stage is yours, and that you might have from the technical perspective or from the program perspective, we are here to help you and guide you to the best of our knowledge.
Yes, very happy to be able to address all your concerns today. I'm trying to go through the chat and see if there are any questions. Yeah, can't really see any. Am I wrong, Iván?
No, I cannot see any very shy audience today, apparently.
Apparently all is clear.
We either pitch too well and everything is perfectly clear, or we are facing a shy audience. Maybe we need to have some 5G coverage.
Yeah. But let's give everyone a few minutes just in case there are more questions. If not, we can wrap it up. I guess it's been a clear one. I see Jamie is joining.
Hi, Hilina. I've got a couple of questions for you. The audience has sent to me through the event chat. One of them is, do I have to be based in the West Midlands to participate?
No, you do not need to be based in the West Midlands. All we ask is that you are registered in the UK, but we welcome applications from all over the world.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Another one for Iván.
Please.
How is Ferrovial going to be working with startups in the program?
So we have been working with startups in the past. For the startups in this program, we are going to use our 5G test bed for basically any proof, any business case that the startups come back with, any product that the startups come back with, and use our knowledge within the construction sector to guide you if there is something that maybe we need to polish to adapt it, and hopefully we can get that into a partnership. If there is some potential in there, we don't discard any other participation or collaboration with the startups itself. But in the best case scenario, hopefully at the end of the program, we can come back with a polished product, a proven concept that can bring to market. And of course, that Ferrovial will be happy to use in the construction side in order to get some of those challenges that we have put in there, bring a solution and evolve with these startups.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see some questions, Jamie.
Yeah, I think we were looking in the wrong side.
Thank you, Iván. We've got a question from James. He says, hello, regarding the incubator programs, are you planning to run any of these later on in the year? And do you have any dates for these?
So for the construction focus vertical, it is the one that we have upcoming in May, but we do run incubator programs in different verticals. But for now, the one that we have scheduled for construction is in May.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Hilina. Another question from Sanisha. Is the Accelerator seeking strictly cellular 5G technology, or do alternative network solutions, do they apply?
We are looking for 5G focused solutions, because that is what the aim is, and particularly the fact that we have a 5G test bed, we want the startups to make the most out of it and to get their products ready for deployment with commercial partners.
Exactly. I think that's where the real value of this initiative. I think 5G, the implementation right now, and actually the use of a private 5G network is is to the reach of very few in the UK at the moment. So I think that is one of our value propositions. What we bring forward is the possibility of you to use our own 5G labs and our own 5G infrastructure in order to prove your solution and your product.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. I hope that answered the question for you, Sanisha. Another from Samir. Thank you for the great presentation. I just wanted to clarify, do we need to come with an idea, or can you help us come up with one in the incubator program?
Yes.
Very good question.
Yeah, it's a great question. So for the incubator program, you can actually come in and we can help you identify different problem areas and then create a solution for the identified problem and challenges during the incubator. But for the accelerator, we want you to come in with a product, and we will, in fact, help you iterate your solution, but we will expect you to come with a product for the accelerator program.
Sure. Thank you, Hilina. Thank you both. One from Tommy in the audience. Tommy says, will we be able to access a construction test environment during the program?
Well, it will be a real construction site. what it will be a test environment, maybe it will be the 5G infrastructure. But I can assure you that the construction is not a test site; it's a real construction site.
Yes. So you'll be able to hopefully test on a real construction site if you're able to partner with one of our challenge owners and take it to their site, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That sounds exciting. And we have another one that says, what happens after the program ends?
So after the program ends, you will officially become a part of our WIRA alumni community. And as part of that, you'll be able to access certain masterclasses, webinars, and also hopefully continue the conversations with the challenge owners or some of the clients that we were able to introduce you to as part of the program and potentially pursue a commercial relationship.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. I think that brings us to the end of the Q&A. If anyone has any more, please do just pop them in.
I think we have a few.
Yeah, I see one from Simon. If our solutions are more abstract and applied to both challenges areas, are these okay? Absolutely, and we are welcoming any ideas that you might have, and if that tackles both of our challenges, well, absolutely, why not? Please crack on, apply to the program, and let's bring some collaboration and let's accelerate you. So yeah. Absolutely, and he also complements that way. So we try to take the pitch to a single challenge area during the application process. I think if that is your proposition, if that is the area that you're focusing in, and if you are tackling two challenges, well, why not? I think there shouldn't be any problem getting the solution for two in one. You know.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
Thank you. And James has asked, for the accelerator program, how advanced does the product need to be?
We hope that the product is ready to be tested on the test bed. So that's how advanced it needs to be for you to actually take advantage of the test bed and also our 5G experts and tech experts as well. We just hope that the product is able to actually go to market and also something that you can test.
Brilliant. And is there a cost to companies joining the program? Do you guys take equity?
That is a great question. No, we do not take equity, and it is a completely free program for startups.
That's a very, we were expecting that question. Just with something that popped up in this kind of program, but yeah, absolutely. You need to leave it clear that this is just a collaboration, and at the end of the day, we are looking to bring some product to market, to put a 5G infrastructure test bed there for you to test and to bring your products forward. And if at the end that results in some commercial relationships or any other equity or shareholder negotiation, that will be something that we will be after the program. There is no issue whatsoever in that regard, Poppy.
Yeah, and this probably should have been in the value prop, but it is a completely free program. It doesn't cost you anything because currently we're completely funded. So all you have to do is just bring in your product and take advantage of all the amazing things that we're trying to offer you.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
I think that leads me on to another question quite nicely, which is, how would my company be engaging with the consortium partners? Because obviously there is a few with Spring. Is there a different relationship that the companies would have with each, or does one rule kind of apply to engagement with all?
So when it comes to consortium partners, each consortium partners brings in a unique expertise. So when it comes to O2, they've provided the 5G infrastructure, and they will be supporting the startups with BD by helping open doors to relevant customers to startups. Deloitte is providing free consultancy service and BD support. Wire provides the acceleration service. Digital Catapult is providing the tech support, and also in terms of helping you use the testbed, and WM 5G brings in the regional expertise and connections. So all of these offerings are packed into the program structure, and we are trying to essentially pull in all the different specializations that our consortium partners have and reflected in the program.
Brilliant. Sounds like we've got all bases covered. Brilliant. Okay, we've got one more, which is, will our IP be protected, or are we required to license it to you?
No, your IP is completely protected. You don't need to license it to Spring or our challenge owners. That is something that you own, and we in fact also hold an IP workshop to help you navigate this even in the future.
Exactly. You have to realize that our purpose is like to bring and to fuel the 5G startup landscape in the UK specifically. So we are not taking any advantage of that. We are trying to put all the resources that you might need from the technical side. As Hilina has clearly said, there's a lot of partners that put in a lot of effort into this. At the end of the day, we want to create a 5G hub in the UK. And again, for the Ferrovial side, if we can bring this to value in the construction sites, and we can lead this with you hand in hand, it's an equal relationship. We are not looking for any kind of taking advantage the multinational from a startup or anything like that. So just to leave it clear.
Fantastic, thank you. Another one from James. Do any of the program, or does the program, or do any of the programs provide software development support?
So as part of the program, what we try to do is match you with the right mentor, but not really in terms of helping you develop the software, but we will try to find expertise within our network to help you develop your software further. And our 5G technologists will also help you to a certain extent in terms of building your tech development roadmap.
We'll try to put you in the right direction rather than code for you, obviously.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great.
I think that brings us to the end of the Q&A. If anyone has any more, this is the moment.
Brilliant.
But yes, thank you. Over to you guys again.
Great.
Thank you so much.
So to apply, please go visit our website or use the QR code here to direct you to our website and take you to the application form. And also, please feel free to get in touch with me. I have a dedicated a few slots on my calendar to do one-to-one sessions to help you address any of your concerns about the program. So feel free to also book some time with me. Thank you so much for your day, and thank you, Iván, for your time. It was a pleasure to have you.
It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and hopefully we can push the 5G environment in the UK a little bit forward, and we can come back with a great hub of ideas to develop. So looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Most definitely. Thank you, everyone, and hope to see you soon.